You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
The rule, no kissing if you was licking too. To get the whip, you know she had to bring a chick for smooth. Inherited apartment, she didn't get to move.
I was dreaming of a man.
Yo, we played Hunger Games before they thought to name it that. You sold Wolf tickets, you put your name with that. Park jams, we rapped in a DJ, bring it back. We was under the underground, we had to train the tracks. Crackheads was eBay, fuck him and you were lame for that. Gum and cheese getting us through, man we the same for that. And he still got here with his mane attached. And better than ever. Yo, the rain is back, dark alley, the chain is snatched. No take back, spots cut a farmer pocket like it came with that. You can sleep in there with your cousin, are you okay with that? Really thought they was when they wasn't, but they ain't saying that. Remember mama fucked with the singer, he took the van away. Car fights, she was anime prior to reading anime. What's love got to do with the food and what's the plan today? Mama sorted it out, she had to block the spam away. Raised 3 boys, I was middle child, wow. Raps in 6, no little bow wow. Stones and sticks, niggas was living foul.
And my heart.
They said I'd never make it out, and so I told them I'ma find a way. Gotta find a ladder just to make it to the finer things. Started selling drugs to try to get up on my mama place, but keep on seeing ops, I know there gotta be a better way. Worked at 9 to 5, but need to get it at a faster pace. But if I go too fast, I start to feel like that I'm in a race. Try to touch the top before I get up to them heaven gates. Give my daughter everything, I know I have just what it takes. See, I'm from Philly with niggas popping them willies. You getting popped if you silly. I've been the king, but not guilty. Really been sick with the flow as if I was sick with the flu. Sleeping on me with PJs, but you can't fuck with LaRue, cause he really handle gas. My niggas untouchable, make you feel uncomfortable. See my food in competition, I finish these Lunchables. Know we living comfortable, got money like Huxtables. Bet you thought I was gonna rhyme again. Really been the king and I'm starting to feel like Brian again. Was before, but I was throwing in those like I'm Donovan, like not again. And now the flow so sick is like the COVID, about to climb again. Ain't no shot for this, these niggas know there ain't no stopping him. Niggas tried to take me out the picture, but ain't no cropping him. And I'm about to drop again. I know they be hating cause I see the story and see that they're plotting again. Cause my demonstration, I'm patiently waiting to get to the top again.
Never listen, I know they just fake what they pitching, they always gon' change up. See the shit that I'm spitting, I really be living, it's different, I came up so addicted to the pain and suffering, hopes and wishes never saved the day. Middle finger to the states and government, give a fuck what it's safe to say. Never paid attention to the black and white, my life has just been shades of gray. Tell them keep their distance, if I have to fight, these dudes just gon' get laid to waste. I'm so authentic, try to play it cool, but I know y'all listen. I'll rap feel her, know y'all didn't fell down, trying to step, now I know y'all tripping. I'll fold y'all bitches. It's a dark night, I'm on pain shit. Masked up and I'm dangerous. This type of shit you can't train for. Daniel son with the crane kick. It's a dark night, I'm on pain shit. Masked up and I'm dangerous. This type of shit you can't train for. Daniel son with the crane kick. Like whoa, you merely adopted the darkness. Boy, I was born to this. I'm from this shit. The way I be killing these rappers, my name on the wanted list. Don't be so surprised when I pull up, you said that you wanted this. My energy was too fly, they tryna horn it,
Please become sentient.
Johnny, discarding witnesses, the private card and businesses. Open doors with the force to make hinges split. My pistol is target intricate, part is wicked shit. Rhyme is tight as a boa constrictor's grip. Cold bars lift your skin like Arctic whipping winds. Polar vortex, got more flex than gymnast chicks. Started listing shit like starving businesses. Crackers lied when they said no crimes victimless. Arson visionists, sharpen missile tips. Got a death wish like a suicide victim's Christmas list. You're harboring insignificance, barking gibberish. Pharmaceutical prescriptions mixed with the arithmetic. I'm imparting wisdom in to start a business with a duffel for posted at the store like missing kids. Part of the mission is to never be a charted lyricist. Transfer acid from a cell like protein synthesis.
You already know what it is. If you haven't already, send your music to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. We got about 4 minutes till we officially start up. We're just getting everything cranked up, making sure the sound and everything works properly as always, because y'all know as it's happened, as we went through the whole intro and then like nothing was playing. And we're like, wait.
Got on nothing. Nikon, zoom in, get me going. I want to show it what I'm working with, what I could do with it. Come on, fast forward, come on, fall to the bed. I want it, me on you, you want it, you on me. Come on, fast forward, come on, fall to the bed. I want it, me on you, you want it, you on me. Come over here, come on over here. I need you over here. Come on over here.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Y'all stuff in. We are live right now. Just started.
I really hope God could save me. These niggas gon' drive me crazy. Now I'm working, but they say pay me. I can't let it fade me, baby, I won't. The image of the money in the ice for y'all, not getting any clearer. And the realest nigga that I know live in the mirror. I really hope God could save me. These niggas gon' drive me crazy. Might pull up in brand new Mercedes. I can't let it fade me, baby, I won't. Still the realest nigga that I know, yeah. Circle get smaller, watch the money increase. Slept on the wave, now they stuck on the beach. Left me to starve, now they watching the feast. Try to cut me out, now they gotta ask for a piece, man. They dread that like Jamaicans. Looking like the top spot vacant. No love when you down, they watching and waiting. When they see you get the cake, they scream happy belated. Man, where was you on my birthday? Matter of fact, where was you on my worst day? They thirsty for the clout, no Thursday. I don't know you, who are you in the first place? Looking for the rail like a book of Where's Waldo. Back on the bandwagon, yeah, that's where they all go. When you win, they miss you, but don't pick up the car though. Stringing all those lies, hung yourself with a tar rope. Yeah. The rail is back. People want bars, they can feel and rap. You just pop bars, ain't no feeling that. Another style pop off and you stealing that. I was working just to make something original. This my life, but your life only digital. You a IG flexer, a big time poster. A trying to look rich but could not be broker. A Facebook poker, but scared to approach her. Could say it all again, but I already told you. I really hope God could save me. These niggas gon' drive me crazy. Now I'm working, but they say pay me. I can't let it fade me, baby, I won't. The image of the money in the ice for y'all, getting clearer. And the realest nigga that I know live in the mirror.
Some people speak my truths, paint it till you gorgeous.
35 seconds.
Yeah.
What up, Hazy? Appreciate that.
Look.
Appreciate your sub.
We been lied to, I'm looking how the time flew. My people caught the ways of the world and not the soulful. Oppressors out ruling our land and we ain't mindful. Walking life, living like slaves and we don't know. Our faith even come from the ways that they rewrote. Got us praying to the white man while pastors out bipping. Celebrating holidays, claiming they religion. When I speak it this blunt, I'm thinking, damn, they gotta get it. This ain't even rap, this is purpose. Open up the curtains, only way you see the serpent. These ain't just words, my nigga, I ain't worthless. Already gave y'all the approach, it was perfect, like perfect.
We're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork G.
Alright.
Please send your records to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com or get ready to die. Ha 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 ha.
Autobots, share the stream.
fell asleep when I'm yawning. Waking up when alone, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stop and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
All right, y'all know what it is, man. Welcome back to the stream. As always, I'm your host, Nonsense, aka Dork Genius, aka Chris Nonsense, aka your mama's favorite dork, aka your dork for hire, aka El Dorky Gorbon, aka the dork got many names. You already know what it is. Pretty much, I rap, I produce, I mix and master, and I do this show weekly to, go live and review independent artists, records, beats, whatever, man. Just send your music in to my email. If you know artists as well, right? You know what I'm saying? Whether you know artists who go to your school, if works at your job, you know what I'm saying? Like, we always, as artists, we know we bump into many artists just everywhere and anywhere when you are in this music or whatnot. So if you know them, tag them in the building too, you know what I'm saying, so they can get their stuff played as well. It's 100% free to get your stuff played on the show, but you can pay to skip the line if you want to get played quicker or get more than one of your records played in a back-to-back fashion. Just hit that Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, and on the TikTok side, usually Galaxy's count is those
songs gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your
and I
eyes.
think we
Man will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you or actual worms like. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries. Standing out.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and tap back in to the line and stuff like that. That like button, sub. Oh, we're also live via YouTube and Twitch and TikTok all at the same time. So do be patient if you guys are in that free line. And in terms of any criteria of the records that we accept, everything but Tidal and Apple Music. And do not send us anything that happens to already be on the radio, right? So if it's an industry artist, like, Jay-Z, Drake, Kendrick, if you're rapping to either of their beats and try to send that to the show, usually we'll get cut, blocked, flagged, or muted on certain platforms, as well. So try to, do what you got. I almost forgot to not freaking tag. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy flow, man. Yeah, he's freaking dope and shit like that. Or you talking about me? Shit, yeah. Aspire was freaking popping. Jay Nandros, what's she up? Welcome back as well. Let's go ahead and tap back in. All right, let me see. Sweat suit. You should be up first. And this one, what? Butterscotch, Bass Knox, featuring Thimba and Taka. You know what I'm saying? Produced by Sweat Suit. Okay, so this is most likely more about the production. Let's go ahead and see. Throw this up. Let's go close that. And hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. By the time I read the book, that history was through, nigga. Pop up at the party with talismanic tattoos, nigga. Jefferson's on my first shootout. Gerard my first Willie. Body marked up like the broad ridges Philly. Every place I look in the world I see is godless. Freedom from dogma was my only taste of progress. Talismanic tattoos, these bitches can't fight it. Then I put that money in my verse, she getting excited. I put the bass so close you can strum it, right? I sit at 808 based on drumming, right? Cool and
appreciate that, by the way.
Earthquake in Haiti. I hear the brothers talking of this faith and get angry. Yeah, Vices saw what it is and haven't seen what ain't, huh? Feeling like Biddle when you touch a second bank, huh? Thought to be the hottest, but was mum on the jihadist. It was so hard to talk humbly to the prophets. Yeah, Yahweh.
Hey, put about this one, 1 to 10, and y'all feedback is welcome.
Join your hands together, kind of like this and like this, and say, boys, we gotta get home to God. One of us has gotta preach.
Yo, butterscotch bass knocks, shimmering eighth rocks. Yeah. Waited at the train stop, the cop with the weight drop. In the same spot, snow sleet or the raindrops. Whole team get guap, count cream from the same crop. Count on me to remain solid. Stay cognizant of options and get you out of any situation you've gotten in. R.I.P. to Rob. Yes, sir. My stomach in knots again. Asking Satan to find storms and cut off his oxygen. Find a dry rotted pine box for him. Yeah. I hope the funeral service occurs in the same church that he shot you in. Y'all should pick up a job again and not a pen. You dress like some slobs and nodding off the Kalana pins. It's been a while since y'all heard ism like this. Caught so many stares from your bitch that I tinted my whip. She liked the lay of my fits and the way that I spit. My overall know-it-all, you know, the cut of my jib.
You got that, you get on that shit like proper. Then it just, I guess, just sampled by itself. That felt like Mobb Deep meets Griselda, you know what I'm saying? Something a little bit freaking like that, you know? And I liked overall, you know, just how, you know what I'm saying, both of you rapped or whatnot. Feel like the feature definitely did his thing, you know what I'm saying, as well. You know, got in that thing, you know what I'm saying, slick. Each bar, you know what I'm saying, was on point. The beat has a dope, you know, vibe overall to it. Like, I know the sample. And I'm glad that, you know, when you guys do go in and try to, you know, I mean, and it's more about the producer first and foremost, right? But when there's a familiar sample, right, and instead of just rapping to the instrumental that, you know, maybe someone has already heard with, you know, that specific thing in it, right, getting another producer to like flip it, do something a little bit different with it, does allow, you know, you to shine and kind of make the record your own, you know what I mean? In the same way where, again, these days, if this were mine, right, the Luther Vandross, you know, sample, like it's essentially known for the Kendrick, you know, record that was done recently, and so if anybody else does it, they have to sample it very different, so people start focusing on that version and sort of like wanting to get their hands on it or whatnot. What was it, about 3 minutes and 1 second? The video was, I guess, kind of, you know, abstract, you know, hard to sort of like see or whatnot, because you didn't really necessarily have, you know, you as the visuals or whatnot. But I think, you know, mostly anything, you know, works to be able to give people something to look at while your record is playing. I do want you guys to always think about sort of what you're doing in any visual or lyric video, because if it's really good, right, imagine playing the video or visual or lyric video or whatever it is behind you while you're performing the song at certain venues or whatnot, right? It'll give you something very professional. Again, the better that it looks, the more I think serious people will take you. Nando's had a 9, you know what I'm saying, on that. And then so that's what you said, you know what I'm saying, appreciate you, Dorks, man. You already know what it is, man. You already know what it is, man. Let's see. And Sandy Rapper, man, what's up? Long time no see. Welcome. How you been? Let the people know. We got a 7 from Hazy on the last one as well, so not bad. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump right back in and see what and who we got next up. We are back in the free line. If you're new to the show and you are just now entering the building,
be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
All right, hold on. We got Chris Hayes. Let's see what you got. With the sweater weather remix or whatnot. Again, when it comes to remixes, if it's a known record, probably a little bit more risky to play on the show. So if you know, we kind of recognize the production, like, is this beat from a bigger artist record? Because I probably have you send something different, unless you flipped it. Okay, so just a sample. Alright, so not bad. As long as it isn't just the straight up, you know, instrumental for something.
Diamond shining bright, Cuban Lincoln layer. Chandelier around my neck, hit harder than Joe Frazier. I won't never chase a bitch, cause I be chasing paper. I be running shit, adrenaline. I'm ballin' like the Pacer. I be sitting in my coupe, little nigga, chillin' with a red bone. And she say her nigga shoot that nigga, put his name up on the headstone. I really got something for stupid niggas. Take a nigga head off, take a nigga head off. Now that nigga head gone. Swerving. I'm off a perk, I'll be dealing with Nate. All my niggas I love, popping pills, they help with the hurt. And together my niggas we ball, just like Bronny and Braun. We eating dinner for dessert. I wish I could see my niggas in the dirt. And a nigga eating even though I'm hurt. Even though I know I will heal tonight. I so know how it feels to cry. Mac 11, I be packing it. I'm with a bitch, you know that I'm tapping it. And I'm throwing sevens like Cap. If I want it, I get it. I'm going right after it. And nobody can stop me. Just know if I want it, I got it. I'm taking off just like a rocket. Bitch, I'm rich, call me Roddy. I met a bitch off the molly, and she want my dick in her body, yeah.
Damn, that bitch was fire, gang. I'm not gonna lie. You just slid your whole part. Let me see if I can match that shit though. You feel me? You know, we on this shit together. Chaotic. This is a different vibe. I was hanging with the bros, yeah, we kept it fives. And we seen her up, send them to the sky. That's the end of that nigga story, yeah, I can't tell a lie. SOS, my step will step on you, and that's the end of the story. I chase the bag, I love them blues, you can't find me, my name not Dory. City boy up in the White House, you can't call me Corey. Late night up thinking all about this money. See, time changing, so do people, that's one thing I had to learn. I was broke as fuck, I ain't have a dollar, but on my ground I stood firm. I can't even lie, I fell in love and met a bitch that treat me like dirt. She walked away, I ain't had nobody, I was all alone, man, that shit hurt. Man, fuck that bitch though, man, I don't even need the hoe no more.
You guys just bounce.
Where did they go? Hello? You popped out freaking, you randomly left and shit. Matter of fact, I don't even like think that I ate my breakfast, but people to freaking go somewhere so they can buy a necklace to give it to the freaking chick. You know she don't respect you, bruh. And you can go places, and a lot of freaking people can hear a dope beat like this and they know where they can take it. Listen, it's hot like some bacon. I don't even really think there's other artists that are like someone who could break it or make it freaking different. There's a lot of people who would listen to this shit while getting lifted. Man, this shit is one of those things that you wanna like. I don't know. Big salute. Good job. Listen, so man, you have no idea how many times we end up having a sort of opposite conversation. What I appreciate about this is that, you know, you kind of know where the sample, you know, sort of like comes from when it comes to sort of like, you know, when it got into like that sort of, you know, chorus sort of like area or whatnot, you paid homage to the original song, right? Which is something that a lot of artists do not freaking do, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially like within some of the similar genres, I will literally see artists like, again, I use the example of sampling an Aaliyah song, right? And then not
saying the name of the Aaliyah song or other Aaliyah songs, or you know what I'm saying, just paying homage to the fact that it is an Aaliyah song, you know what I'm saying, in general, right? Like a lot of the fans of any kind of original song, they want to know that you're kind of a fan, you know what I'm saying, in some way. And so, you know, in most cases, like that's even, you know, the reason why some of you guys would be sampling it. And in other cases, right, we know that there's just like producers, they're a fan of the initial sample, so that's why they're sampling it. But then the artist who gets on it, it's just a beat to them, right, with a sample. They don't know the song, probably have never heard it or not connected to it. They don't, you know, sort of know the concept, so they just rap, right? They may say random things, but always know, like, if you can dig into whatever it is, right? If it's, I use the other example that if you sampled The Walking Dead, right? If you didn't say one thing about zombies, or again, for those who know the show, anything about any of the characters, situations, stuff like that, we can go into Rick and Morty, like anything. If it's a familiar thing to you at all, if it's not, try to do a little bit of research, because some references, literally just saying the name of certain things, a line, you know, saying here and there, will put you in a sort of like better form, you know, for people who just like are the fan of it. Like, I just know that they will champion the song. And often when there's like events, when they want to watch the show or whatever it is, you know, your song will happen to be on their mind if they are, you know, going within that. Now, when it comes to like other artists' songs that we know, right? I don't know, Taylor Swift, freaking, you know what I'm saying? This one right here, if it was, you know, sampling Red Hot Chili Peppers, like whatever it is, you know, the same thing. Think about the fans who are like diehards of that artist, right? They're already kind of weary of like other people doing covers, right? Where they sort of like, oh, let me just literally replay the production and then like re-sing the song, but with my voice instead, you know, type of stuff. Like, if you're not better than, or, you know, at least of the same caliber, but kind of make it yours, like the voice would do in a way, you know, people won't be as impressed, right? They'll always be like, I don't know. So when we're sampling it, people feel that same, you know, way. Like, who's this? Even the original artists, right? It's, some of them have clauses where they don't even allow themselves to be sampled because they may not agree with, you know, the content and, you know, the artist that they may have done it. So there's always, you know, having to go through that red tape to, you know, figure it out. In some cases, create that dialogue, right? Create that dialogue at the very least. You know, let them, you know what I'm saying, hear it. If they actually like it, in some cases they've gone the extra mile. I'll just say one more thing and then we'll move on. The example I give for that is Sade essentially was approached by Crazy Bone when they wanted to essentially sample like one of her songs, and she is kind of notoriously known to not let a lot of artists, you know, do that. But her husband, she said, was a fan of Bone Thugs, and so he begged her to basically, you know what I'm saying, do it. And then, you know, she went ahead and actually loaned them, like, you know, I don't know if it was like certain things for the record or like footage for the music video. Like she went and got the original footage and things that they didn't use for the original video, and like, you know what I'm saying, like she went that extra mile. Sometimes, you know, if you can reach out and, you know, go that right way, it'll be better. You said I started 2 months ago. Not bad. Not bad. Some rapper was like, facts, oh, you know what I'm saying? He was like, I had to, man. See, and that's what I'm saying, no. That's what I'm saying. Let me see what's up. Let me see. Can you do Hey by the Jays, you know what I'm saying, Archive and stuff like that? All music that comes to the show has to be independent artist actually on the record. And then again, like we just played, it was sampled and had different drums and stuff like that, right? Like essentially they paid homage to the record and made it their own in a different way. That is okay. But if we straight up just play you know, artists who may be on the radio and stuff like that straight up, like that, the song itself, it does potentially affect the stream. And yeah, Jay Nandros had noticed that figure too. Also said Cold Flip, he's a producer, you know, himself as well. Let me see what we got. Let me freaking see what we got. We about to go hop in. A lot of freaking people like, what are having to hops in? Right, Sam the Rapper with Truthfully. All right.
I look at myself, all I see is my flaws. I look at my health and I'm feeling shit. Look at my wealth and I'm feeling poor. Look at the world and I'm feeling sick. I don't wanna be in this realm no more. Can't escape myself, so I'm letting it rip. I don't wanna be the man who hasn't got a plan, so I'm doing what I can, and truthfully it's this. I just rap till my lungs hurt, trying to find some worth, trying to find comfort. I just want one word, love, but I know that it burns like it's sunburn. I can't help it, I want it, I love hurt. If I'm honest, I want worse, look for a wrong turn. Everywhere I go, I just won't learn. Everywhere I go, I get colder. And truthfully, I know it's my fault, and I let myself down when I don't try more. And I can't moan when I could write more, but I don't, I'm a bum and I love my flaw. And this losing game ain't new to me. I just feel like life's been rude to me, and it's beat me down real brutally. But now it's like this pain is suiting me. So now I'm gonna use it, infuse it in my music, prove it, improve this when I do this. Ruthless, making maneuvers, changing the future. I don't wanna be here rated a loser. I don't wanna wait for fate to appear and fuck up my life way worse than abusers. I just need to be brave, no fear. Gotta take a leap of fate when I leave today. I will lead the way, it's okay. I don't wanna feel the pain in old age of I wanna do more but no more days. Full of regrets and approaching the grave. I don't believe, I don't hope to be saved. I hope that it's true but never did pray. And I could, it's never too late. But in truth, I never had faith. In myself, I never obtained. I fear I forever have pain, and it's way too deep, I will never be sane. But I guess that I know that I'll never be plain. Got stories to tell from memory lane. Haunted as hell, forever remained, buried, ingrained. And truthfully, I know it's my fault when I only sit here and I just lie more. Roll another cig here while I just die more. Happy don't live here, man, I only cry more. I just hide more, but then I rhyme more. So that's good from bad if you'd like more. But I look at my views, apparently not. I'm grabbing the mic, I'm hanging it up. I don't wanna be the man who hasn't got a plan, so I did what I can and it wasn't enough. Now I gotta stop it cause I cannot make a profit, and it only hurt my wallet, and I know it's sad as fuck. I don't wanna do it, but I know I can't pursue it. If I'm only ever losing, it don't matter, it's my love. Now I gotta do it, cause if I don't do it, if I don't go for it, then them doors will shut.
There's a lot of big time when I wanna tell you what is on my mind. I don't even know about it around you.
Right. So I'll say this. Proper record all the way freaking through. Straight up bars, great storytelling as usual, right? Like, there hasn't been a record that I've, really, haven't, liked or whatnot, because you always come with, the content, and essentially, keep it real with each record, right? You get on a lot of, things that I would consider like life music, the pain, that the struggle, right? And so you're consistent within, that actually saying something, not just kind of like rhyming to say random words and stuff like that. And with this like production, it even feels like a little bit of an upgrade. It was slightly different, you know what I'm saying? Yet again, like I said, consistent within, the genre that I know you to be in. And like, you often do some of those really good records that pertain to, independent artists' woes, right? As we're all, of course, going through, that journey as, artists, producers, streamers, like different aspects You know, there's always those, you know what I'm saying, many, you know, discouraging times where you don't think that the work that you're putting in, you know what I'm saying, is getting that, you know, full on, you know what I'm saying, appreciation and you know, like we all have like, yo, this song is really good, and then it doesn't just do that viral overnight, you know, thing that we assume every record is going to do. What I do know is we do have to be consistent with whatever it is, right? Figure out the many different ways to market each of our you know, songs, you know, videos. You, of course, I've said, you know, we just need more visuals and stuff like that. Like you have decent mixes, you have projects, you have, you know, things that give people a good open book look, you know, into like who you are as a person and, you know, an artist or whatnot. Like quite literally, man, Sam the rapper, right? 2 in 1 and stuff like that. Real person meets the artist, essentially. You know, let us know. He said he is working on a video potentially to this, so get in there, man. Get in there. Let us know when you have that. And again, you can make both something essentially, you know what I'm saying, real, you in it, rapping to the camera, different cuts possible, you know, effects and stuff like that. And you could also do a straight up lyric video where there's just, you know what I'm saying, words that pop up on the screen. I always recommend, if you guys are going to do that, typography lyric videos are kind of the best. It has the most sort of, you know, it's like animation meets a lyric video, you know what I'm saying? It did lots more effects, movements, the word maybe transforming into you know, objects and stuff like that. What up, Steph? What up, Steph? But yeah, I know what it is. Good job.
Like that one, fellas.
Good job. And again, I always get to have you back at the show or whatnot, man. I always know that, like, you know, we don't necessarily get hundreds of artists from the same area, like every single show. So there are times where you could be the artist of the day, essentially representing for, you know, wherever you guys are, you know, from and stuff like that. So, you know, pop up, you know, often, you know, send y'all stuff, you know, let people know what you got going on, and, you know, keep going essentially from there. We're gonna go ahead and jump back in the lineup.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
All right. Let me pick your big show. I don't even know what the hell to do. Let's see. You know what? Yeah, I gotta start deleting some of that, so I'll do that in a bit. Alright, let me see. Heartless, aka Johnny. There's a lot of time when I'm whipping it and I'm sitting down, people also like telling me.
Have you ever thought about carrying a handgun for your family safety? In today's world, unpredictability.
Alright, so we will be going live again later on tonight as well and stuff like that. Like, I do gotta get off in probably, you know, 20 minutes or 30 or something freaking like that or whatnot. But we will be back again. I just wanted to be able to come back. Hold on.
Yeah. Shawty, yeah, you got me all the way fucked up. Now you got me around the city saying fuck love. But I give a fuck love. How the fuck we end up in this situation, baby? Girl, Girl, you outside this summer, I can't hate it. Sipping 42 in LA, girl, you faded. Girl, you know you bad, all these other bitches basic. Yeah, that pussy fire, got your body in your facelift. Shawty tryna do you dirty, your best friend named Jennifer. We was up inside the club, she told me I could hit it first. Girl, I just love how you twerk, put that booty on my Gucci belt. It's hot girl summer, girl, I felt it. Yeah, tryna resign with you. Your best friend slimed you out. Girl, it's fine with you. I guess it's fine with you. I cannot live like that. I guess it's my issue.
Like these melodies.
Yeah. Shawty, yeah, you got me all the way fucked up. Now you got me around the city saying fuck love. But I give a fuck love. How the fuck we end up in this situation, baby? Girl, you outside this summer, I can't hate it.
I got you.
Sipping 42 in LA.
We got a 2 song coming up.
Girl, you know you bad, all these other bitches basic. Yeah, that pussy fire, got your body in your facelift. Shawty tryna do you dirty, your best friend named Jennifer. We was up inside the club, she told me I could hit it first. Girl, I just love how you twerk, put that booty on my Gucci belt. It's hot girl summer, girl, I felt it. Yeah, tryna resign with you. Your best friend slimed you out. Girl, it's fine with you. I guess it's fine with you. I cannot live like that. I guess it's my issue.
You ain't been through nothing if you ain't never lost your bitch to the summertime. I don't know what it is, but the sun will have these bitches acting funnier than the funny mayor of Funny Town. And that's not a fucking joke. Shit be cool with your bitch when it be 60 degrees, 70 degrees, 50 degrees.
You said
So as
Bryson?
it is 80, bitch start being shady. It's like you'd have never thought. It wasn't a man that could strike fear into your heart about your bitch. And the fucking sun got her. It's evil as fuck outside, homie.
You should get the beat rocking a little bit. All right. Now, easy peasy, fresh and squeezy. Like, when it comes to melodic records on the show, what I truly appreciate is, you know, when any of you guys, even if you don't consider yourself an R&B artist, right? When you treat it like, you know, an R&B, you know, esque song or whatnot, at the very least by using and trusting yourself with like many different melodies. Because for most artists, right, you guys know if an artist has like one tone essentially and it's very freaking low and you know they're not really going anywhere essentially, right, it gets a little bit boring. People say it's monotone, right, and then you get a little bit bored, you know, with that, right? If it's just 2 tones, right, it still is only 2 tones. 3, you can still have that 3, but if it's the 3 for, you know, 2 to 3 minutes, it still feels like, you know, there's still more that you could, you know, do. So I appreciate, you know, when you guys really feel the record and do different melodies, right? It's a smart move because if you think about, you know, the ones who are going to do covers the most are those who can like truly, you know, sing, right? They're gonna love, you know, whatever record from like a Michael Jackson, a Mariah Carey or something like that. And then they're going to want to literally sing verbatim, you know, each tone or whatnot. People who can like really sing though, they love to show off that they can do different melodies, right? It would be very boring for any of them to kind of stay in, you know, just the same old, you know, throughout. And they would have to sort of, you know, really just remix it and do their own, you know, thing in most occasions. But nah, like, I appreciate the overall, you know, performance, you know what I'm saying, with this 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So, you know, I wouldn't mind if it would be longer. You could add a dope female singer on it as well, you know, great little R&B artist or something like that. I always love to give you the small, you know, examples of artists who have come to the show every now and then. So think about that last song y'all just heard, and then like,
hey baby, I've been missing on you a lot lately, but you got
someone
that
like
that I like.
Rachel Ray.
Say that I'm a D-type. I put it on you whenever you come around, cause when you see me do whatever makes me smile. Ooh, can't nobody do me like you do. Ooh.
616.
I've always been the type to really go and get my lick back. Diamonds last forever, what tastes sweeter than a get back. All the more on me, so you see me, I'll be protected. Please excuse the sick boy, you got one hell of a kickback. I'm pulling up on you tonight. I said fuck the conversation in your head tonight. I'm pulling up on you tonight. I said fuck the common sense, I'm on your head tonight.
And hold up. We got Santa. What up, Gio?
I really hope that she is perfect. Cause you acting like you're so in love. Like you don't think about what we were. And I can't lie, it hurt it. You need an Oscar, boy, you earned it. Cause you acting like it would be us. So why are you with her?
Right, yeah. Again, you listen to that, you know what I'm saying? Amazing vocals, you know, off the rip. Stephanie, of course.
From the day that I met you, I didn't know what to do.
She in the building.
I was afraid to fall in love again.
Hey.
There was something about your style.
Which one?
How do I tell?
That last one was Santa. This one is
creeping on the down low.
Stephanie, Virginia Boy. Anyways, let's go back into. We have a 2 song back to back that's coming up right quick.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all eat pizza, so I make weird music. I got pizza if you need them. PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just. Yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded.
Song was called Worth It.
Cause I stay clowned. You wanna stay down there.
Alright, Scabby Dos is the first.
Summertime Fresh.
And the melody, your eye. And the melody, your eye. And the melody, your eye.
Hey yo, Summertime Fresh. Should I say more? I came to flip on niggas like parkour. Flow sick, go to the doctor. Niggas know the score. I'm on the sideline, chilling with the coaches, chilling with the players. Yes, I'm a real top-notch type player. I used to be the mayor. You better pay attention to every word that I say. You can't rap to this. Pull out your 9, you can't scrap to this. I'm bilingual, I can adapt to this. Niggas trying to get up on my Christmas list, but they quickly dismissed. Yes, I am I. Yes, I am him. Slim like I'm Jim. Riding through the city, sucking on your old girl titty. Excuse me, pardon me for being rude, but I'm so ravishing. I guess you call me Rick Rude. I'm black like crew, man, I'm that dude. Last night, we made love to this melody. I almost caught my second felony. Something deep down in my heart, yo, it be telling me, you're not the one for me. I ignore this shit, I let it be.
Said both our reference tracks.
Bottom straight from Italy. Queen shit, so I call her your majesty. And if I would lose her, it would be a tragedy. You would always see a side of me. Listen, man, I'll be sitting in the hallway, going to church on Saturday. I guess I'm with the Latter-day Saint. I ain't, I can't be without you, cause the love's so true. Hey yo, what we gon' do when the time come for us to join hands and not fuss and make love in the rain and endure all the pain, wipe away all the stains that remain. Man, what would Jesus do? He'd probably come down and come kick with you. Girl, I ain't lying, you know I'm telling the truth. Last night we made love to this melody. I almost caught my second felony. Last night, we made love to this melody. I almost caught my second felony.
Daddy Jam, when you listen, a lot of times when I'm rhyming, I'm all like, I'm in the kitchen and I don't even know why, but like my mind is. Alright. Now, I did kind of want to see if, you know, if it was, I mean, obviously it's a reference record, so it's still, you know, a work in progress, essentially. But there was part of me that wanted to, you know, crank it up a little bit more, as it was a little bit freaking low, whatnot. But it could also be just that it was being played directly from, you know, Dropbox itself. And not, you know, directly as in MP3 or whatnot. Every other program like that is a little bit of a risk that we do sort of run with certain things, right? And you know, when it comes to, you know, the mixes that you do, I often, you know, tell artists the same thing. Simply put your stuff on, you know, the same playlist, you know, with the artists that you rock with, right? Your same genre. You know, preferably not like mixtape stuff, but like straight up, you know, polished like industry records or whatnot, right? Put yourselves in the shoes of someone who, if they did rock with your stuff, you know, on the off chance where they only tapped into, you know, whatever the platform was, heard your song, and then, you know what I'm saying, got off. But then later, right, if they're listening to, you know, again, Drake, Jay, Busta, Joyner Lucas, Logic, you know what I'm saying? If they just go through, you know, a slew of artists and then yours also gets thrown into that mix, you know, you don't want there to be that drastic just sort of change of volume. Whether it would be too loud and distorted, you know, because some people will do that, or, you know, extremely low, because then it becomes a whole like, oh, wait, we got to go back. We literally are you know, rocking out to a dope playlist, and suddenly we have to go back to the volume knob, you know, crank it up a little bit more, which then is the worst thing, right? Because if your song is low and you make us have to turn it up and we forget that the next song that comes after yours is probably gonna be extremely louder than we would have wanted it, those are the risks that sort of happen. So always just basically like, you know, measure your songs, you know, against that, like put yourselves in that sort of mindset, do the many tests, as they would say, you know what I'm saying, the car test, the studio, you know, earbuds, monitors, all that. Let me go ahead and get in with your second one and see what you got. This one is Good Help. So out of the two, you know, I love competition, man. Out of the two, which one has the better overall, you know what I'm saying, feel, you know, performance? By the way, again, you have a freestyle-esque, you know, sort of style, right? Where we, you know, most of what we hear, you know, feels like, you know, you're freestyling. But, you know, I feel like for the most part, you know, you're decent at it. And it feels very much, you know, like something, you know, hip hop. It really depends, because right, we had some records, you know, the other day that, you know, I think one of them like did feel, you know, oh man, like, nah, go back in, fix anything that you need, you know. And for the most part, as long as you are making sense, right? Because the analyzers. Let's see what's up.
Hey, I'm back.
We had an 8 from Jay Nandros on that last one, by the way.
With another love song, of course. See, I love myself. You feel me?
So I love showing off my raw vocals, Stephanie said.
It's hard to find good help nowadays, especially the way crime pays. Niggas working overtime, triple time, just like a slave, and your checks still look like minimum wage. Then on Sunday, you give away 10% what you earn. Now that's what raised my levels of concern. You pass away with no insurance, you can't even buy earn. Cremation the next option, so bitch you gon' burn. Don't talk about the church, they say that's blasphemy. But late night on the block with real blasphemy? Nah, Rev ain't even got a gun. He gon' break out quick fast, I'ma call him Rev and run. So really, you can't blame me, these are just my thoughts. We suffer from lack of knowledge cause we ain't been taught. Can't blame mom and dad because it ain't their fault. They got the true meaning of life locked away in the vault. Like I said, just a love song. So a different kind of love song, though.
There's a lot of times when I do know.
Listen, I stay up late nights, wrecking my brain. Why can't you give us that money that you send to Ukraine? It's hard for niggas out here to maintain, but you rather see us go down the drain. But we don't complain. We do it all for the fame. While you sit in your skybox while we entertain. Niggas like Jerry Jones got a lot to explain. But let me refrain. Before they send the feds after me and lock me in chains, or do worse, hang me like they did Hussein. And ain't nobody seen Bin Laden's remains. And ain't nobody seen Bin Laden's remains. Now my hood ain't no different from your hood. Every hood in America up to no good. But that's okay though, because they say so. But who is they though? Don't no one know. Probably the same nigga that killed my kinfolk. But that's how life go, and that's how life went. I hope time well spent. Hope big cash lent. Hope big cash drop. Hope your top drop. I pray you don't stop. I pray you avoid cops till your casket drop, just like Tupac. I pray you avoid cops, just like Tupac. It's hard to find the help nowadays, especially the way crime pays. Niggas working overtime, triple time, just like a slave, and your checks still look like minimum wage. It's hard to find good help nowadays, especially the way crime pays. Niggas working overtime, triple time, just like a slave, and your checks still look like minimum wage. Do you believe in God, or do you believe in the ride? Nowadays they say sticks with the dick out means extended clips. Young boys eager to let it rip. NBA hoop dreams done got killed, along with an innocent person. These niggas shoot like Chuck Person, and they call him the rifleman. Shooting every chance he get, they play for Team Blam Blam. They really don't give a damn. Shooting every chance they get, they play for Team Blam Blam.
Nah, that's easy. It's like, don't say.
It's a different kind of love song.
Don't say the same words twice. Not like as
always remember, you gotta love yourself, man. Don't matter what nobody else think.
But I was trying to like, if I'm gonna rhyme the same word, I think like that the second line essentially around, I always want it to mean something completely different, the other word or whatnot. Essentially, I like this one though, probably a little bit better and stuff like that, right? When it comes to the mix, this one did feel like it was more upfront, felt a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, professional, and we could sort of hear and make it everything. Sample is familiar, something that I have heard from from like a few other artists that might have sent through, but with just something a little bit different, right? And so I appreciate, as I always like to say, when you guys have or rap to a sort of sample that may have been used, but there's still something different about the way that you did it, as opposed to you getting the same instrumental that we actually here with that. And then and that one he wrote, it wasn't a freestyle and stuff like that, so that's what's up then. Not bad, within that. And then Sam the Rapper was like, sent another one. So out of the two, I think that one, make a little bit of a video too, and think about doing that live performance kind of situation.
Putangina, huh? Putangina means fuck you. Yeah.
Alright. We had an 8. What an 8 from J9 Girl Store, that is working with that. Producer, that's what's up.
Check, yo. Stupid ass bitch wants
what's up, what's up? I give a hoe the cold shoulder, she gon' need a Parker. Man, get your hoe, I ain't tryna save her, I ain't Peter Parker. They throwing shade up from my shadow, got my Warby Parkers on. Learn something if you look at me. These rappers salty like what granny cooked for me. Oh yeah. So cow, but I'm rockin' sucker free. Brought the waves up on the pavement, was displaced but not complacent. Combination, kuliman and kulintang and sapagita. To salbaguta, shout out Auntie Lita, shooter. Y'all ain't out rapping out there, Nisa. All y'all opinions about us supposed to fucking mean some. Big steppin', don't sweat the technique. Y'all rest at my feet, I'm popping intensities all over your pussy ass tendencies. I get crunk Tennessee, you lacking intensities. Cross me and make sure your tendencies. You got horsepower, I got kidneys. Stupid.
Ask me where I'm from, 3 stars in the sun.
Let's go!
Tang ina, eto na naman. Ang inabangan, dito na sa harapan. Pinakawalan, tago na pagdumaan. Kilala salam sa salon ng katawan. Hindi magaan, swag away about a ton. Just to know that California going hella dumb. Where the fella from, gold on their skeletons. Headhunters tatted up, upper echelon. Suffer excellence, oops, suffer excellence. The brother heaven sent,
is it Filipino?
Reference. Hang by every dinner table and that's evidence. To keep an eye out for the Judas in your set of friends. Then the severance, I'm cutting up. Wop, 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 wop. Yeah, me fuck 'em up. 16 hella bars, ain't no belling out. Fuck a hater, get the paper, got me yelling out.
Tang ina, eto na naman. Eto na naman, eto na naman. Tang ina, eto na naman. Ask me where I'm from, 3 stars in the sun. Tang ina, eto na naman. Eto na naman, eto na naman.
Definitely gotta get more of them on the biggest show. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, what are we reppin'? Genetics, but the flesh is blessed with ancestors. Give it a test, we'll do better for the ones we left our descendants. Know where they roots and they weapons, for the east to the west, and I'm stepping like hominin' zombie, giving a harmony, bringing the west in. I step in, I'm rapping, pulling not the main one. Oregon, that's the main one. Filipinos around me, cause they know I'm finna say something. That mentality is made up, so thank you to all my haters for getting all of my plays up. Bitches, yeah, we don't owe you dollars. Happening in the kitchen, let them cook. Tangina, tell your kuya that we really got it poppin'. Halika, now I pull up, you can hear just how it sound. What my brand folk sound like don't, where the people sound off. We loud with the ones down for the ones there, for the ones with the volume sound off. Running a gunner with the outlaws. What are you deaf? I don't comply, we on the west. Coming together, Filipinos are fed up, we gonna be telling them. Woo, Tang ina.
They from 3 different places. Well, that works.
3 stars in the sun. Tang ina, eto na naman.
Full on production by you.
Ask me where I'm from, 3 stars in the sun. Stupid!
Nice. Oh yeah, killed that. Well, all of them essentially got in there, you know, killed it, and I think they all had, you know, parts that made me go damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they could switch it up, you know, very easily when it comes to, you know, the speed and, you know, at which they get in there. And I feel like that's a really, you know, fun, you know, record. So it does have that potential to, you know, go, you know, further, get out there, you know, go viral. I think all they would need from this point is just, you know, the right visuals and, you know, marketing of you know, whatever content or whatnot. But each of them, and again, let's remember this, right? When we are on a track, right, it would help if like everyone equally, you know, kind of gets out there and you know, promotes that, right? So they're each, you know, from different, you know what I'm saying, places. To see them each, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you're doing your work, you got it to this show, and you know, continue to get it, you know, more out there. But you know, just tripling down on you know, that promotion. But like I said, potentially having you know, a music video or some kind of visuals. And I think the reason that I was also sort of like saying it is each artist has their own
sort of verse and like highlights. So when they're going out and promoting the record, right, they could go from the chorus into their verse as they're sort of like promoting it out there, that they're on the song or whatnot, and then you know, sort of like do it like that, and vice versa with you as you know, producer goes in there. And let's see what you say. First verse, you know what I'm saying, from LA. Second verse, you know what I'm saying, was from the Bay. And third verse was from Washington, man. It was a nice you know, contrast, you know what I mean? Like if you would have said they were a group, I would have believed it. So it was a really good you know, pull together. And Talia on the third verse just did a song with Tech-9. Well, there we go. There's an artist named Silosta, and then there's Wreck-A Child, who has also, you know, come to the show at different times. They are, you know, also good at, you know, getting in there, rapping fast or whatnot. I know they would have really appreciated that and probably wanted to work with you know, them as well. Appreciate you, Swag Capo. You know what I'm saying? What's up? I mean, you know what I'm saying? As Swig, DiCaprio, you know what I'm saying? My bad. Let me see. We actually might be, you know what I'm saying? We gotta head out right now, but we will be back, like I said, in a few hours or whatnot. I wanted to just like warm up and test the stream, make sure that it was still gonna work properly. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys hit that follow and sub to my platforms. We are, of course, on TikTok. We are on YouTube. We are also on Facebook and Twitch. Hold on. Let me see. Because I want to see if that thing goes through. Wait, does that not? Hold on. Oh no, hold on. Because I just want to make sure that this works. But yeah, make sure you guys tap in with it.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so...
Alright, man, I will see you guys in a few hours. Over there in Eugene, over here.